Hey everyone, this is Judah Hamer at Rutherford Library. The goal of this webcast is to help you figure out what to do if you've not received your federal stimulus check. 80 million checks have already been direct deposited, but there are approximately 80 million more that the federal government is working hard to get into the mail. If you filed a tax return in 2018 or 2019 and you received a refund by direct deposit, you should have already received stimulus funds as long as you qualify for this program. The IRS has several web pages related to this payment, and on your screen, you have the basic one. The IRS refers to the stimulus payments as economic impact payments. So this is where you can read about if you qualify. So I'm scrolling down here and you'll see that there's two categories for qualification. One is filers, get your payment. That's the focus of this webcast. The other is non-filers, enter your payment info here. If you did not file a tax return in 2018 or 2019, we are beyond the deadline for you to qualify for this program. So you actually don't need to listen to the rest of this webcast. So the IRS has a webpage called Get My Payment. And I scroll down here, you can see I'm mousing over it. It's a little blue button here. It says Get My Payment. If you click on it, you're brought to this page here, and it tells you what you need to get ready in order to determine if you're getting your payment and when. So pause this video, and in your browser, you can take a look at the URL at the top, the address for this web page, and put it into your own device. Now, once you're on this page, you might have to scroll down a little bit depending on the size of your screen to click on Get My Payment. You see, that's where my mouse is. That's what I'm doing next. Clicking on this gets you to a warning screen. The US government system is for authorized use only. This basically tells you that you will not use this website to take advantage or scam the IRS in any way. So we can click OK because we're certainly not messing with the IRS. And now you'll see that there's a page with a form. Now, this form asks you for personally identifying information. And the reason the IRS is asking you for this is so that it can pull up their file that's about you. So you need to put in your social security number or your tax ID number. Most people just have a social security number, but a few people do have an individual tax ID number, so that might apply to you. Your date of birth, your street address, like 150 Park Ave, or 150 Park Ave, apartment 2, and your zip or postal code. So I'm not going to do that here because I'm not putting my own personally identifying information here, but I can tell you I did this at home. I asked a couple of friends to do this because I was curious if we would get different replies. And for several different people, they simply got a statement that says when they would be getting their check in the mail. For some people, they got a statement that said, payment status is not available. And that's, of course, after they click continue here. And when you get payment status is not available, it feels like you're not really getting an answer to your get my payment question. And you're redirected to this page I just brought up here on the screen that explains why you did not get your payment status. Now, the first reason you might want to look at is eligibility. And if you notice, I'm highlighting here another link for eligibility. Now, one of the major reasons people are not eligible for this program is because they actually make too much money. And so they've been bumped out of the program. So you might want to look at those details first. But there are some other reasons you may not have received a payment and your status may not be available. For example, your 2018 or your 2019 returns may not be fully processed. And so that could be a reason for the delay. So take a look through this. And while you're on this page, I'm going to scroll up to the top because this payment status not available explanation is part of a series of questions and answers, frequently asked questions, if you will, about Get My Payment. And again, there's eligibility information, there's bank account details information. If you've had an address change, you can look up and see what you need to do for that. So if you have not received your payment, and you know that there may be a reason or you're wondering why there's a reason, this would also be a great destination to go. And I'll point out that if you look at the top of the screen where there's the address bar, you can also take a look at this, this address and get to this web page. So hopefully this brief video helps you figure out where your payment is if you have not received it. If you have questions about the mechanics of navigating the IRS site, what you have to do to look for your payments, I suggest you reach out to us between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. weekdays via Zoom, Facebook Messenger, or email at reference@rutherford.buckles.org. I've brought up a page called The Librarian is In, real-time virtual assistance from the Rutherford Library. This is a program we have every day of the week so that you can reach out to us directly, that you know you'll get us, so that even when our physical facility is closed, we can all still connect. From me and Team Library to you, stay safe and stay healthy.